cruel foster carer couple who abused kids in Glasgow. House of Horrors caged. Barbara Daniel, 75, and Douglas Daniel, 80, were jailed for 30 months. A foster carer couple who inflicted years of horrific abuse towards children in their care at a House of Horrors in Glasgow have been caged. Barbara Daniel, 75, and Douglas Daniel, 80, were jailed for 30 months at Glasgow Sheriff Court on Monday. The pair were sentenced after being found guilty of subjecting 6 children, aged between 4 and 14, to cruel and unnatural treatment at their Parkhead home between 1986 and 1991. The disgraced pensioners, now of Herne Bay in Kent, were each convicted of 6 charges following a trial at the same court in January. It heard how the pair dished out horrific punishment methods, which included forcing some of the youngsters into an animal pen. Another victim was made to stand with geese who pecked her skin, while a further girl was ordered to bathe in a bird bath. Some kids went hungry under the Daniels' roof, but one recalled being fed cow tongue, intended for pet ferrets, by evil Barbara Daniel. At least one child was made to sit on the floor alongside pet dogs during mealtimes. The children were also subjected to violent physical assaults and controlling behavior. They were locked in rooms, monitored with alarmed windows, and had their access to the bathroom restricted, including only being allowed 1 square of toilet paper. Some of the children were forced to stand facing the wall for hours, occasionally on one leg, and sometimes to the point of collapse. The Daniels started fostering the first of their 100 children in 1986. A 48-year-old woman told how she and her younger sister, then aged 9 and 4, went to live with them. She recalled an incident when her sibling, who was afraid of chickens, was held in a coop at the back of the property. The woman said, "They locked the door from the outside. I tried to get her as my sister was screaming." A 53-year-old woman stated in her evidence that Barbara Daniel made her stand with geese as a form of punishment. She said, "When I spoke back to the Daniels, or Barbara would get me to eat food that I disliked, geese eggs. If I refused, part of my punishment was I would be put outside where the geese were running free. The geese would attack you. She would pull you and shake you. Barbara would put you in front of the geese. The geese could tell you were scared of them and attack you." Speaking after sentencing, Procurator Fiscal Fraser Gibson, of the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service, COPFS, said, "Douglas and Barbara Daniel inflicted prolonged and degrading abuse on children who had been entrusted to their care. These vulnerable young people were placed with them in the belief that they would be protected, supported, and given stability. Instead, these young people were met with cruelty, humiliation, violence, and fear. The actions of these foster carers were not only criminal, but also a profound betrayal of trust that should never have occurred. The Crown treats all allegations of non-recent child abuse with the utmost seriousness, and no matter how much time has passed, we remain committed to ensuring survivors are heard and perpetrators held accountable."